I had 6 months to live. My husband packed his bags on day 12, but my dog did something nobody saw coming. My name is Sarah, and this is the story of how I lost everything and found out what love really means. It started with a headache that wouldn't go away. June 2021. I was 32 years old, healthy, active, planning my future. Then one morning, I collapsed in the shower. My husband, Michael, found me unconscious on the tile floor. The emergency room doctor had that look. You know the one. The look that says your life just changed forever. Mrs. Anderson, we found something on your brain scan. Stage 3 glioblastoma, an aggressive brain tumor. 6 months, maybe 8 if I was lucky. That's what they gave me. I remember Michael's face when they told us. He went completely pale. His hand slipped out of mine. That should have been my first warning. We drove home in silence, complete silence. My golden retriever, Max, was waiting at the door like always. He knew something was wrong immediately. Dogs always know. He pressed his body against my legs and wouldn't leave my side. That night, I couldn't sleep. I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, counting down months. Michael stayed on his phone, scrolling, avoiding. "We'll get through this," he finally said. But his voice was empty, rehearsed. The chemotherapy started 2 weeks later. I've never felt pain like that in my life. Every cell in my body was screaming. I couldn't eat, couldn't stand, could barely breathe. My hair started falling out in clumps. I'd find it on my pillow every morning. Michael stopped looking at me. He'd come home late, leave early. "Work is crazy right now," he'd say, but I could smell a perfume on his shirts. I was dying and he was already moving on. Day 12. I'll never forget day 12. I was on the bathroom floor, too weak to stand, vomiting from the chemo, shaking, crying. Max was lying beside me, his head on my lap. Michael walked in, saw me, and just stood there. "I can't do this, Sarah." 5 words. That's all it took. "I didn't sign up for this. I'm sorry." He packed a bag that afternoon, left his wedding ring on the kitchen counter, and walked out while I was too sick to even argue. The door closed and I was alone. Completely alone, except for Max. He sat at the door for 3 days, waiting for Michael to come back. But I knew better. Michael wasn't coming back. My mother lived 6 hours away. She was dealing with my father's dementia. My friends, they tried it first, but watching someone die is uncomfortable. The visits became shorter, then stopped altogether. It was just me and Max. On the worst nights, when the pain was unbearable, when I thought about just giving up, Max would rest his chin on my chest, his warm brown eyes looking into mine, as if to say, "I'm still here. You're not alone." 3 months into treatment, I couldn't walk without help. I'd fallen twice trying to get to the bathroom, so Max learned to brace himself against me, letting me lean on him as I shuffled across the room. A dog, my dog, became my nurse. He'd bring me his water bowl when I forgot to drink, nudge my hand when it was time for medication, sleep pressed against my side every single night. The oncologist was amazed I was still alive at month 4. "Your scans show the tumor hasn't grown," Dr. Patel said. "That's unexpected, but don't get your hopes up." Month 5, something shifted. I woke up one morning and the headache was lighter, just slightly, but lighter. Max was staring at me with his tail wagging like he knew something I didn't. The next scan showed something impossible. "The tumor is shrinking," Dr. Patel said slowly. She looked at the scans 3 times. "I don't understand this. This doesn't happen with glioblastoma. What are you doing differently?" I looked down at Max, sitting perfectly still by my wheelchair. "Nothing," I whispered, "just surviving." But that wasn't entirely true. See, there's something about hitting rock bottom. When you lose everything, When you're completely alone, you find out what really matters. And for me, it was Max. Every morning, he'd wake me up with gentle kisses, force me to get up, to move, to fight. On days I wanted to die, he wouldn't let me. He'd bring me his favorite toy, drop it in my lap, and stare until I threw it, making me laugh when I thought I'd forgotten how to. Studies show that cortisol, the stress hormone, suppresses your immune system, and oxytocin, the love hormone, can boost it. Every time I hugged Max, my body flooded with oxytocin. Was he healing me? Could a dog actually save my life? The doctors would say it's impossible, but month 6 came and went, and I was still here. Month 7, the tumor had shrunk by 40%. Dr. Patel called it a medical anomaly. I called it Max. My hair started growing back, thin and patchy, but growing. I could stand without help, walk to the mailbox and back. Small victories, but they felt like miracles. Then one afternoon, my phone rang. Michael. I stared at his name on the screen for a long time. Max growled. Actually growled. He'd never growled at anyone in his life. I answered. Sarah, hey, I heard you're doing better. His voice was casual, like he'd just been on vacation. I've been thinking maybe we moved too fast. Maybe we should talk. I looked at Max, his loyal, beautiful face, the face that stayed when Michael's didn't. No, I said quietly. What? No, Michael, we're not talking. We're not doing anything. Sarah, come on, I made a mistake. I was scared. You left me to die alone. Silence. Max stayed. A dog showed me more love than you ever did. So no, we're done. Don't call again. I hung up, and for the first time in 8 months, I smiled. A real smile. Month 9, complete remission. Dr. Patel used the word miracle for the first time. The tumor was gone. Just gone. She had no medical explanation. Whatever you're doing, she said, keep doing it. I looked at Max and laughed. Will do, doctor, will do. Life started coming back to me in pieces. I got strong enough to take Max for walks, short ones at first, then longer. We'd go to the park and I'd watch him run, free and joyful and alive. And I realized I was alive too. I started volunteering at the animal shelter, helping other dogs find homes, telling anyone who'd listen, dogs aren't just pets. They're healers, they're family, they're everything. 1 year after my diagnosis, I ran a 5K. Max ran right beside me the entire way, crossed the finish line together. People asked how I survived, how I beat cancer that doctors said was impossible to beat. I'd tell them about the chemo, the treatment, the scans, but the real answer was lying at my feet. A golden retriever who refused to let me give up, who loved me when I was bald and broken, who stayed when everyone else left. 2 years later, I met someone new, David, a volunteer at the shelter. The first thing he said to me, "Your dog is incredible." And I knew. I just knew. Anyone who saw Max first was worth knowing. We've been together ever since, and Max approved immediately. Michael tried reaching out one more time, sent flowers, a long apology letter. I never responded. Some bridges aren't meant to be rebuilt. Today, I'm 5 years cancer-free. 5 years of life I wasn't supposed to have. Max is older now, gray around his muzzle, slower on our walks, but still my guardian, still my hero. People say I saved him when I adopted him, but the truth is so much simpler. Max saved me. When I had nothing left, he gave me everything. When I wanted to quit, he made me fight. When I was dying, he loved me back to life. Doctors can't explain my recovery. Scientists would call it coincidence, but I know the truth. Love heals. Loyalty matters. And sometimes the one who saves you has 4 paws and a heartbeat that matches yours. My name is Sarah. I had 6 months to live. My husband left me to die. But my dog stayed, and that made all the difference. Max taught me that love isn't about words, it's about showing up every single day, even when it's hard.